permissions, stuff like that, because that wouldn't be any kind of fun, right? I'm just like Dave Polite is. I got my copyright trademark, Lunar Light Entertainment. I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with David Polite is. He's so funny. He's like, yes, copyrighted material. It's like, what, bro? You're on YouTube, man. What's he talking about? 100-day challenge is coming up, guys. I'm on day 14. You can start it anytime you like, at or about spring equinox. We're just after the spring equinox and Easter. So we're headed right into Earth Day is going to be our next big holiday. And then after that will be Mother's Day and Memorial Day. With that said, welcome Wizard, Warrior, Wanderer, Wayfarer, and Wildcat alike, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission. Welcome. It's Frank Monday broadcasting from the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, Twilight Zone, Old Peking. How you doing out there in Happy Land, Wayfarer? I haven't seen you in a while, and I've been missing you. I hope you are doing all right. Make sure you guys check us out on the check me out, check us out. I know there's an us there, so yeah, that's appropriate. Check us out on the Lunar Light Entertainment Discord. You can find that in the About section of the channel info here on YouTube. Guys, take a moment to go ahead and hit that thumbs up. That really sticks the thumb up my butt and stimulates my prostate, right? So that I puke one out, causes ejaculations, uncontrolled ejaculations. And I like those. I like it when you hit the thumbs up. I like it. I like seeing it. It puts the lead in my pencil. It makes me happy. Leave a comment on the video, guys. You got to do that for me. You got to go the extra mile and type something like, "Hey, fuck you, Frank Monday. Why don't you suck a dick, you stupid fag?" Something like that. That would be funny. That would be entertaining. YouTube appreciates it. I appreciate it. It keep keep the internet squeaky clean, guys. Don't use any foul language. Okay. Head over to www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Pull something, something in the tip jar. That way, I keep the gears grinding over here at Lunar Light Entertainment and find something entertaining for you guys out there in Happy Land. So, the 100-day challenge, and what does it mean? It means a little something different to everyone who does it, you know. Um, Whoever you are and wherever you are, you might, you know, find some value in the 100-day challenge by challenging yourself to do 100 consecutive days of some new task. So that's good fun. I think it's worthwhile. I think it's a worthwhile endeavor. I want to tell you a little bit more about it, and I'm going to reference my coffee page in order to do that. If you go over here to Frank Monday, you can see that the Frank Monday page over at Buy Me a Coffee does have some supporters, right? 13 supporters. And there are things on offer in the shop. There's a meditation series, spiritual consultations. You can just do a one-time purchase of a coffee, all different kinds of fun stuff. You can jump up here to the posts, and you're going to get a lot of extra content totally for free, right? So make sure you check out the page. Whether or not you intend on buying me a coffee, no big deal, right? Doesn't really matter. You'll still get these articles. These are in the free section posts. Wow, 54 views. That's fucking unbelievable. How did that happen? That's I don't know how that happened, guys. But there are a crazy amount of views on those last two posts, which I don't know how that happened. I don't even know if that's accurate. But the latest one I wanted to check out was this one for the Scholar Warrior. It says the 100-day challenge, Way of the Scholar Warrior, is all about having clearly defined goals to improve yourself physically and mentally. It's done in the spirit of the ancient Chinese Taoist sages, and they recommend a good regimen of exercise combined with different forms of spiritual cultivation. Each individual should take time to reflect and jot down specific things that they'd like to do to succeed in, they would like to succeed in this challenge. For example, and I can only use myself as a reference for this one, I've chosen to climb more stairs at work, and that's going really good for me. Like I'm been taking on the task of getting in on the stairs right away because I would In the past, in the recent past, I would kind of try to avoid it. Um, and I would try to split it up between two different sets. Like I would climb one set and then walk around the building a little bit, and then climb the next set and then walk around the building a little bit, and then climb the one after that, which now I'm just tackling it all at once, which gives me greater power somehow. I don't know. It's just something I've chosen to do. I'm also going out for hikes a couple of times per week out in the park near my workplace. That's good fun. I found a tomb that I want to take care of out there. There's a couple of tombs in the park, really cool. So I'm happy about that. Um, and then I've been doing and I'm going to continue to do just some light jogging 3 times a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to get out at the track. We've got a, track and field at the academy. I'm going to try to jog around it 4 times, something like that. Just make it a whole thing, jogging pants, all that. So I've never been a big jogger in the past, and I'll probably never become a big jogger. But I'm gonna jog for 100 consecutive days. Well, three days a week for the how many weeks is in 100? 10 plus weeks, right? 10 weeks. Take out the weekends, you got about 10 weeks. Additionally, I'll be doing daily strength training with a simple system that I call the Atlas system. Now, this is a system that was taught to me by my dad. He said it was called the Atlas system. I've never actually done any research on the Atlas system. I probably could now that I've got you here, right? So let me check it out. Um, what do we use to search with? Bing or Google? I'll try Google and see what it has to say about the Atlas system of workout. Uh, Probably gonna load really slow. It says I'm in Hong Kong. That's okay. The Atlas system of exercise. I don't know if they're gonna recognize that. Maybe. The system that Atlas created became known as dynamic tension. The philosophy is you challenge the body by performing various movements with the opposite muscle group you're training, offering resistance. What is the Atlas method of bodybuilding? Dynamic self resistance. Ah, yeah, so I don't really actually know anything about this, but I remember there were a couple of 18 Atlas protocols. Yeah. So basically the way I break it down in my Atlas system, which is not the true Atlas system, is uh just push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. So I break it down to self-resistance in the form of, just like plank style exercise. So I'm doing push-ups, sit-ups, and squats, and a couple of others, but I'm trying to keep everything encoded to like 3 by 3 so that it makes it real easy for aspirants, people who are new to doing some physical training to remember. So this makes it real easy. Oh, I wrote it here already. Yeah. Push ups, sit ups, and squats. I also got a curl bar that I'm going to use for some basic muscle enhancement. With that, I'm going to do curls and then tries behind the head, like over the back or whatever, and then like push in the front. So 3 areas of the arms to try to train, um, bi, tri, and forearms, and also okay, and then so that's this gives me a clear roadmap for my physical attributes on the journey, just basic self-strengthening exercises. Then for the spiritual side of cultivation, I'm waking up early, doing seated meditation, reciting some positive aphorisms like Marcus Aurelius's, contemplation of the morning, and Benjamin Franklin's big question of the day: what good can I do today? Then I'm doing basic prayer, got you. Some of you may not know my invocation to Abraxas, which is Holy art thou, God, Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one. And then I do basic ceremonial magic, which will include like your banishing ritual of the pentagram and that type of thing. Also, I'm reading the Tao Te Ching as part of this challenge because there are 81 chapters in the Tao Te Ching, and even if you miss a couple of days, you'll be able to complete the entire book. So I think that it should be a book that you can finish. That's divided a kind some sort of organic 100-day fashion lane. Uh, Ding Ming Dao's Daily Dao would be another good one. He's got 365 Dao. It's kind of a fun one. Anything that's Taoist related, I think, is appropriate here. Um, for me, the Scholar Warrior, again, ancient Chinese sages. So for YouTube, I've made a couple of videos explaining the challenge and will continue to offer support there in the Discord. So definitely join me on the Discord and definitely check me out here on buymeacoffee.com. And please, again, I want to reiterate this all through the video this time, guys. Hit the thumbs up on the video so I can get more than one like in 100. It's a good idea to have a specific action plan for each target area of your schedule. I personally keep a calendar close to my training area. That way I can keep track of what I do each day. Also, you'll know exactly what you should do next if you've got some of those schematas type taped up to the wall in your area so you know what you've got going on and what you've got planned. Um, I note here that you should be gentle with yourself. You know, what I mean by here is allow yourself room to be forgiven. Like, as long as you're striving to try to endeavor to do 100 consecutive days, it's never an easy thing. But, you're working against limbic friction. And the more you push against it, the better you'll get at it. So, forgive yourself when you miss a session. Stay focused at the task at hand and single isolates. That way, you can really train yourself to be single purpose. Next, I think you might want to seek support in this endeavor. Again, reach out to me directly. Leave a comment here on the video or join our Discord. Get someone in your immediate area too to help and keep you on point, or at least um, sharing information even with loved ones can sometimes be hard because they might mock you or they might offer negative feedback that's not necessarily um, encouragement or beneficial. So you can do it in private as well. That's why I say you can reach out to me directly. But I think in the end, a little bit of journaling and stuff like that is going to give you that tangible record that you can always look back on with pride and a sense of having done something. In the future, you might want to share this type of challenge with other people, and you'll be prepared to do that if you do some journaling and do it as a community effort, social effort. For me, it's a social thing. I reach out through the internet to try to have friends. Here in my immediate environment, it's not really it's not really suitable for me having friends per se. I'm a family man. I got a wife and two kids, and then I've got work. So my life basically oscillates between work and home life, which I don't really have time for friends because my wife constantly drains every single bit of enthusiasm out of me. Like anytime I try to do that, so I like try to set up social activities, and she shits all over them. She shows up, she throws a monkey wrench in it, she burns it all down because she doesn't want me having strong social networks because that would threaten her ability to completely dominate me, which she can't do anyway, but at least she feels like she can if she's got me cut off from everyone. So it's a good idea to reflect and pray. Review each day as you lay down to sleep at night on how successful you are in achieving some self strengthening against parameters of the challenge. Um, Again, when you waken in the morning, do that Marcus Aurelius, appreciation, gratitude for the day type of thing. Enjoy, all in all, enjoy your journey and embrace the challenge. Lots of love to you guys out there in Happy Land if you're going to join me on this one. If you enjoy the post, just hit the heart. You don't have to offer any support financially. I know that's hard for some people to do, and even for some people that it's hard to do, they do it anyway. But I'm really impressed by the views on these. So somebody has been paying attention to the old Frank Monday channel and got my views up to 54. Maybe this Frater Thomas one is because it was his friends. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but like my best friend, and this is a guy I met here in Beijing, but he recently passed away, which has put a fucking bit of a rain on my parade and a bit of a damper in my spirit. Um, yeah, yeah, man, it's really really tough losing a good friend, especially like when you're at my age, you're 50 and you don't really have any friends anymore. And so friends are so few and far between that losing one is not any kind of fun thing. Let's navigate back over here to the Frank Monday page and see how it works. When you do check it out. Yeah, is it showing? I want to make sure it's showing, guys. Yeah, looks like it is showing. All right, so when you do finally go and check it out, maybe it just says a one-time cup of Joe will keep things cruising along for me. That's definitely the truth. I offer these $50 spiritual consultations, which is an hour-long consultation with me. We got to find some way to meet on the internet, though, whether it be a Zoom room or if you guys have WeChat or Facebook or something like that, you have to reach out to me. If you do purchase one of these spiritual consultations, which people have done in the past, then you'll have to reach out to me. I'll give you ways to do that, though. You know, you can do it on WeChat, you can do it on Facebook, or you can do it on Zoom, any way that suits you. There's also a member section here. And so, for like, just $1 a month to add support for me on a monthly basis, it'll unlock some exclusive posts and messages here on Buy Me a Coffee. So that gets you in the door there. And you'll definitely get a shout out and maybe a special video, but that is limited to 10,000. So don't be the last, to join. It's the most basic level. You get my love and admiration for showing interest in me, and I promise to try harder. Um, Zeal or Gray gets you a little more. It's limited to 1,000 folks. You'll get a shout out. You'll get direct access to the Discord community and free and discounted extras. So there's really some fun stuff there. It's I'm going to send you something handmade through the mail. At this level, you're calling the shots. You can send me one monthly video request. A 20-minute video, I'll talk about anything you want. Personalized video. Access to the full back library here. Adep- Adeptus Exemptus. It's limited to only 100 folks, guys, here at $50 a month. Really big stuff, though, right? 2 spiritual counseling sessions per month. So if you are interested in a spiritual counseling session, you can buy them one at a time, right, for $50, or you can get 2 a month if you're an ongoing supporter. And so that shows you a little bit about that. Remember, if you there's a gallery of interesting behind the scenes shots of Frank Monday himself, hard at it. Not sure how much I've put in the gallery here. Some of these are, yeah. So this one's private. A couple of the galleries are open. There's some behind the scenes private ones. There's some public ones. Check them out. Check out this Choice Team one. They did a happy birthday for me in 2017. I look a little bit sad. I wonder what happened in 2017. That makes me sad. Beautiful team of people there. Of course, Troy Sanford and Carlo and others. Yeah, good looking group of folks. Um, my wife hid my Choice Team shirt from me. That's how much she wants me to participate in social activities. Maybe it was just my yeah. I think 2017 was the year I contemplated suicide because my wife was harassing me so much. She just fucking she doesn't know how to control herself. Which when she gets involved with trolling people in the world, I encourage it. I'm like, what you're out there causing trouble for other people, get it done. That prevents her from being at home causing too much trouble for me. Yeah, so that's that. That's it, man. That's a 20-minute update on the 100-day magical challenge. I hope you guys join me on this one, man. It's really it's kind of a good thing to try to do something new. So for this one, you want to learn about Taoism, the Taoist philosophy, and then Kung Fu. That's the basic thing, just physical exercise. Really, it doesn't have to be Kung Fu. Kung Fu and Taoism. That's that's what it is for me. It can be For you, it can be anything you want it to be, but for me, the scholar part is Taoist inquiries, and then the warrior part is all about kung fu. I've done a lot of kung fu over the years, so I'm kind of a not an authority really, but a layman practitioner. Um, at one point, I liked to think that I achieved the level of kung fu master, and maybe I really have. Maybe I really do have enough kung fu to be considered a master. I've definitely been in quite a few physically challenging situations, and I've won and lost in both. Um, Proof in my later years that being attacked by a non kung fu person is pretty fucking laughable. I got into a few scuffles over the last decade, maybe two or three, something like that. And the ease with which you can defend yourself against the untrained or the uninitiated once you've been practicing your whole life is like, it's just comical. Like they would have to get really, really lucky to even score any type of, uh, physical attack against you, even with a weapon. With a weapon, I got knife attacked at one point and was able to really take care of it. So you can take care of business once you've been doing kung fu for a while. But that if that was the ultimate goal of like spiritual cultivation through kung fu, it wouldn't be worth it because unless you initiate combat scenarios or you're in a job where it's necessary, you're never really going to get into a physical fight in your entire life. And the more you do kung fu, the less likely that will be to occur because you'll know the rationale of stopping violence through not engaging in combat. So you'll be in situations where you can easily defeat bad guys or like someone's causing shit, but your presence being there and your observational tactics and will diffuse the situation most times. Even really tough bad guys aren't going to attack someone that has a strong aura of magic and mysticism. So I think that's the real point of spiritual cultivation and the great work. With that said, guys, I'm going to sign off for today. Let's finish with a prayer. Holy art thou, Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, creator of heaven and earth, maker of all things visible and invisible, master of both light and the darkness. We adore thee and we invoke thee. Why don't you go ahead and send us one of your divine spiritual agents, our holy guardian angel, to protect and guide us through the innumerable snares of the earthly sphere and a cleansing wind to disperse all negativity and that endless human opinion that like drives you to the edge of suicide. We got to get rid of that, clear it out and teach us those things which we should know, whether they be secret and hidden or obvious and prosaic, for the completion of the great work and the glory of thine ineffable name. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Mother, we ask all these things. So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Amen. That's it for now, guys. Keep doing good magic, and I'll see you in the bows of the future. Bye for now.